G'day, I'm John.
And I'm Josh.
And today we're coming from the beautiful Redcliffe Peninsula, just north of Brisbane, where we'll be doing an installation for a special client, Moreton Bay Detailing Studios. So join us as we show you the GroundFX way. A lot of people love the look of our GroundFX flooring system. However, they're a little bit trepidatious about undertaking the installation themselves. At GroundFX, we use a three-step process to undertaking the install. The first step is measuring the area that you're going to be laying. The second step is to undertake a design using our specialized design software. And then the third step is undertaking the installation itself. Our GroundFX flooring system uses a patented hook and loop system. A key part of installing the tiles is where you start in the room and how you orientate the tile. In this case, we're using our opening or a garage door here, and we'll be using our hook side here and laying it down. We'll then take our next tile, orientate the hooks to the same side, align it with the loops on the other, and push down. We then repeat the same process to lay the first line of tiles. The next step is to install the edge pieces across the first line of tiles. As I mentioned, we're using our hook edge pieces, which clip in to the hook pieces on each of the tiles themselves. We then continue that process across the first line. These edge pieces not only assist with cars entering the area, but they also provide a very clean finish for the edge of the tiling.
So here we're going to cut and mark so we can fit it into this smaller gap. We'll then get our set square and a pen, and then we will just put a mark here so we know where we want to cut, and then we'll repeat the same thing to here, and then we will put another line here. So there I can cut out this bit here, and we've got a nice flush bit to go here and another piece to fit here nicely.
Now that we have the first row installed, we then install the rest of the floor. Now this can be done by one person going from row to row, or we can have multiple people involved. So one person would install the row from left to right, and then we would have a second person involved installing the rows or the columns from front to back. Okay. One of the beauties of the GroundFX flooring system is that you can tailor it in line with your own personal preferences or corporate identity. In this case, our client has opted to have a blue outline square in the middle of the flooring system. So we'll start the blue outline. Alright, we're now at the end of the job. So the last part of the job is to cut in any tiles where we have a non-standard garage. So in this case, we've got about a 200mm gap that we're going to be filling in. What you'll find is that not all walls are perpendicular and not all walls are straight. So it's important to make sure that we measure each of the cuts before we make them. So in this case, again, we'll orientate our tiles as to where we're going to lay them. We'll measure the space, and then we'll transpose that onto the tile itself.
And there you have it. In less than 3 hours, we have transformed this space from dull to delightful. Learn more about our GroundFX flooring system at groundfx.com.au.